Huh? Dad? Oh.
Hey now, and welcome down to KC Toy Reviews, and we are here with a quick side-by-side comparison video of the two newest versions of the Riddler. The version specifically from the new Matt Reeves Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. And to the left, we have Puzzle Man by Yon Toys, and over to the right, we have the Conundrum Man by 6 Feet Lane Studio. Now, both of them are pretty decent figures. However, I would like to figure out which one is more superior because ultimately there has to be a winner. So, let's go ahead, fine-comb those details, hold each other's hands, and dive right the hell goddamn in. Riddle me, pickle. Alright, so this is indeed my first time getting these guys side by side with an actual detailed comparison. And well, immediately I'm picking up one thing, and that's with the head sculpts. So, dare I say, the one on the left again, we have Yon Toys Puzzle Man, the one on the right, the Conundrum Man by 6 Feet Lane Studio. Puzzle Man on the left, compared to the one on the right, has a little bit chubbier and wider of a face. I actually think the proportions on this one are a little bit better than the one on the left. On top of that, I like the paint application on the one on the right, aka Conundrum Man, slightly better as well. It's a darker, more reminiscent vibe of an actual army green, and it matches the rest of the tones throughout the body a little bit better. Now, the second up would be a very minor gripe, and that would be the glasses on the one on the left. Puzzle Man, slightly too big. I think Conundrum Man has better proportions. And I know the one on the left has a zipper down a little bit, but for some reason, just the kind of way it flows around the neck on the Conundrum Man just looks slightly better, pulled in better. The hood sits a little bit better. The one on the left, it's very, very poofy, the hood. And in general, as we zoom out, we will see that the one on the left, aka Puzzle Man, the jacket is a little bit oversized. It's a little bigger than it should be proportion-wise. And then whether I'm crazy or not, the eyes on this guy are eerily real, just slightly better than the one on the left. The one on the left, I'm looking at him right now going, "Durr." I mean, that's what he's thinking, "Durr." The one on the right is going, "Durr left, right." Next up, just taking a look at the coats. I mean, the comparison is almost a little bit ridiculous because they are so wildly similar to one another. However, what my eyes are picking up with the one on the left, Puzzle Man, versus the Conundrum Man on the right, and forgive me for saying that 1,000 times, is, well, at first glance, this one again, very pristine. It's like he just picked that up out of Dick's Sporting Goods yesterday and then spray painted that symbol on there. Now, I'm not saying the one on the right is necessarily weathered. However, it does have a little bit more of a weathered look. Maybe it's just the material they used, but on top of that, it fits a little bit better, and I'm not sure if the camera is even picking it up properly, but this one is just like a straight kind of down. This one actually has some definition, and overall the tailoring is much better on the one on the right, aka the Conundrum Man. And then zooming in and taking a look at the pants and the boots, I mean, the winner is clear as day in this shot. Clearly the one on the right, aka, you haven't heard me say this yet, the Conundrum Man, is vastly superior. The coloring and the shading of the pants, again, whether it's just a look or they did some type of wash to it, has a weathered-ish type of look to it. And the way they tuck into the boots and kind of flow down, in my opinion, looks a little bit better than the one on the left. On top of that, you have these kind of string things that are hanging down here. It's just a plus, a little bit more dimension, and just adds a little bit more dimension and contrast to the figure. On top of that, most likely, I have no idea, but, and then lastly and most obviously, it's almost like when they got to the boots on the Puzzle Man, aka the one on the left, they just gave up. They just printed them, they slapped them on this guy. Conundrum Man actually has some paint application and definition to the boots, and they look wildly better than the one on the left. And I think because of that, just the flow from the boots up versus this guy, this looks much better versus this one. And even the shot, like I said, look at how straight the sides are on that coat. It just looks a little sloppy. And when I say sloppy, I'm saying too clean. It's almost like it should have been crunched up. They should have thrown that thing and stomped it in the grass before they put it on there. And something about the coat on this one just looks a little bit more real. Like I would actually want to wear that coat in real life. And before we start to round this out, lastly, we have the stands, and I hate to say it, Puzzle Man on the left, the stand is vastly superior. The one that's included with the 6 Feet Lane, aka the Conundrum Man, is actually already starting to peel up on the edges, and the quality of it, dare I say, it's a piece of crap. I mean, the stand itself is a decent, very stereotypical crotch grabber stand, but if you're going to include a printed top to it, and it comes in already starting to peel off like that for the money we paid, dare I say, it's actually embarrassing. And there we have it, the comparison between 6 Feet Lane's Conundrum Man and Yon Toys' Puzzle Man. Now, as they spin, the best way to differentiate the two is the one that you see with the string hanging in front is the Conundrum Man by 6 Feet Lane Studio. I think the clear and evident winner is the Conundrum Man by 6 Feet Lane Studio. It does give me the impression that Puzzle Man was slightly rushed versus the 6 Feet Lane Conundrum Man. However, if you have either version, I think you'd still end up being decently happy. They are pretty good figures, and maybe if you have both of them, you could actually use the other one as one of the variants. As we know in the movie, there was a bunch of copycats at the end, so dare I say in front of you, one of them that could be the Riddler and the other a copycat. Now, the Puzzle Man did include the sniper rifle and a die-cast pick. Those are something to really note, because I believe both of them are very similar price points. So the fact that Puzzle Man from Yon Toys has this really nice sniper rifle and his pick, the thing that he killed the guy with in the first scene, the paint pick or whatever the hell that thing is actually die-cast. The two that come with the Conundrum Man are plastic. And you can check out more detail on that in the solo review of the Conundrum Man, which is up now. So if you do have the choice, I would lean towards the Conundrum Man over the Puzzle Man. And lastly, if you have them both, well, you got the Riddler and you have one of his minion copies. So with all that said, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here today at KC Toys with the comparison of the Conundrum Man, the one with the string hanging, versus the Puzzle Man. Conundrum Man being the winner and Paul Dano being the true winner because his Riddler was badass. Catch you guys next time. KC Toys out. Oh!